practicing my prison photos because people be testing me lately. Oh yeah, dude, gotta make sure you get all those angles. You know, being online, there is a sense of bravado and cockiness that can come from the anonymity. And I think Iamverybadass highlights when kids are just being dumb and tough online. My buddy thinks he looks badass. Oh yeah, look at him, dude. Nothing speaks badass like flipping the bird right in front of the wall AC, huh? With the lime green shirt. Dude looks like he's wearing a sorbet. Like this guy right here. He kind of reminds me of myself in a way. I'm usually the cold, collected one in my group, who everyone knows is a complete badass. But as soon as I start losing on Xbox, everyone leaves me alone because they know how crazy and angry I can get. Stay back. I'm a loose cannon on a hair trigger. Xbox, Angie. Yes, that's the name. The hero we need. All right, so I was checking out my video and I saw someone disliked it. Who disliked my video? I want to know. All right, let us know in the comments. An embarrassing mistake. Kids on YouTube when they forgot to switch accounts before replying to their own comment. Hey, listen, I was just trying to be a badass online. Needed some backup, so you know, who else gets your back but yourself? Ew. Ew, his wee-wee. Hey, leave him alone. He's a badass too. Crazy Frog, he evolved in one day. What does fuck mean? Whoever disliked my video. Hey, watch it. Who told him? It's the thought that counts. Even if you are gay, I'm homophobic. Oh, no, I still love your vids. Well, thanks, I guess. Good. People bully me at school. Good. They should do it more, actually. 2 and 1. You're grammar police. I'm not grammar police. I'm a second grader, and I think grown-ups should know words instead of being ignorant. Whoa! Whoa! Who taught this kid that word? We better watch out. He can hack us at any second. Stop disliking my videos. I can hack you. I know how. I got elite skills, dude. All right? I don't want to have to do it, but you're forcing my hand. My elite hacker hand. Careful. He's a hero. Saying LGBTQ words to test if YouTube actually demonetizing unfairly. This kid's not a badass. He's a scientist. He's testing things out. He's not trying to act all tough. He just wants to see, you know, if his hypothesis holds water. Who is Hey? Hey, wanna know who the coolest person on earth is? Read the first word. What? Who's Hey? I guess they're cool. This is a Brandon Rivera video, or Brent Rivera? God, what's this guy's name? Brent Rivera. My mom said I couldn't watch you if I didn't do my homework, but I watched the video without doing it. Now you won't be able to do the homework because of the brain cells lost from the video. Shame. Maidon, please stop disliking my videos. A guy called Joe hated on your videos. Link? Yeah, Joe Mama? Fuck off, kid. Hey, you walked right into that one. That's on you. Don't act tough now that you got. That's not him. This is me. You're probably wondering how I got into this situation. That's not you, dumbass. That's a ragdoll. That's a video game. What are you saying? Your pixels, your zeros and ones? Prove it. Prove it. Materialize right now using code. Do it. Owned. I'm only 9, so don't say mean comments. Fuck you. Just to say, I'm 10, so I don't give a crap. Not anymore. PewDiePie sucks. PewDiePie sucks and is a gay bitch. Read description. I'm not a PewDiePie hater. I'm a bro, but I'm a new YouTuber, so I figured this would be a good way to get views. Please understand. Peace. Hey, it's a grind, man. He's on it. Man, this is published in 2016. It's crazy to think that there's no way the site looked like this in 2016, right? There's no way. 15 years old. I'm 15 years old and my favorite music is still. Dude, you should be careful before you post your age onto the internet. You know that there's bad guys lurking everywhere seeking for kids like you and uploading screenshots of your comments to young people YouTube. They're making fun of you, dude. I fell for it. Hi, this is Micropost. We had difficulties getting you on the Xbox database. We recure your email and password to get back on your database. Learn to spell at school.com. My password is stupid kid. You actually fell for it. Have fun getting hacked. Then he can't log in. Joke's on him. The hero we all need. Eating a straw so turtles don't have to. Hey, taking care of it, making sure that they can, you know, relax for a day. It's nice. When 33 seconds in happens to me, my nuts. Feel it so good. No, Not in that machine they aren't. No, incorrect. Not in that contraption. My little brother wrote this on the Wii message board many years ago. November 3rd, 2005. 2 words. Sexy girl. A real Casanova, isn't he? The devil whispered in my ear, I'm coming for you. I whispered back, bring some beer. That's right. And crank the hog when you arrive so I know where to look. My brother just sent me this. Your days are numbered. Oh no. Why? What did I do? Context. OP said that having a tough childhood makes people stronger and to not comfort crying children. WTF do you know about trauma? You're one of those little Smash Bros preteens that gets kicked out of FGC tournaments for shitting in the hotel swimming pool. I love how everyone else is like, what a stupid take. Empathy is what makes the world go round, and I'm sorry that you had the kind of upbringing that leads you to think this. And then there's you just immediately going for the jugular. I've been through shit that would have killed this whiny ass, so he could fuck all the way off. Yeah, I feel. What about it? This guy's my cousin. Oh, now in a facepalm. If you can't dial 911 with 8 gunshot wounds, I suggest you flirt with someone else's woman. Great. Look, they have matching letter necklaces. Are both their names starting with A? Is that what it is? I look like the Demon Lord or something. Well, I mean, when I get angry, I get angry. And everyone stays the hell away from me because apparently I look like the Demon Lord or something. I think I need to work at that, TBH. Sad. Alleged killer shares his opinion on Goon Clown. 5 minutes in and TY for applauding me. This is crazy because in my hometown, I'm an alleged killer and I'm feared in my school. People actively avoid me. No joke, I have at least 13 screenshots of people talking about how they're afraid of me and I've been called a psychopath so much it doesn't even affect me anymore. My girl even told me that I'm the most talked about person in the school. But this Goon Clown guy makes me look like a f***ing joke. It's not even funny. Like, I'm crazy. I'm a dangerous guy. I'm a real monster psychopath. And proud too. I'm proud of it even. I'm proud of it even, actually, when I think about it. Insecurity queen. I'm gonna say this one time. My name is blank. I'm not someone you want to F with. I am blank's BF. I will give you one effing shot to leave blank the F alone. I don't care if you are here to be nice. Stop texting her immediately. I'm not a like the rest of this generation. I will solve things if they need to be. Block her today, I will drop all beef. Argue with me, I'll be your worst enemy. I have many friends who I guarantee are stronger than you will ever dream of being. Leave her alone. Nice to meet you, by the way. Wish it could have been on different terms. Oh, look, he's trying to be a little diplomatic at the end. He's trying to, look at that. Look at the way, look at his method here. Look at his method, man. Lock up your daughters, I guess. If I charge, follow me. If I retreat, kill me. If I die, avenge me. This is the code I live by. If you have a problem with it, unfollow me. Every enemy's worst fear, every daughter's wet dream. From a cradle to the grave, I'm a living nightmare. I'm a United States Marine. My wife left me. Never mess with the nice ones. Oh no. As someone who's been called kind and gentle and a ray of sunlight, I'm also the person you don't want to anger. Never piss off the nice ones. Lol. I'm going straight to jail and not even worried about collecting my $200. Rip to Shinzo Abe, but I'm built different. I would simply create the socioeconomic conditions necessary in society for people to feel connected to each other again. I would have also dodged the shot from the gadget, but that's just me. Seems like he had skill issues. Comment on a local Facebook group post asking people to slow down to not hit school children. A reasonable request. Me? Yeah, I don't give a crap. If speed limit's 100, I set cruise for 108 and traffic can kiss my behind if they don't like it. Well, it's not traffic that can kiss your behind. We're asking you not to do this in a school zone. Good old online dating brag. Out of hibernation. Hit me up if you want if you look like you'll end my life. If you want to know a hint of my personality, 2 dudes tried to rob me the other day and I walked away laughing. I'm an alpha with a cold heart. Attorney General of Utah. Yes, I do more than attend movies. Some haters tripping. I can work till 3 a.m., put in 16-hour work days and still speak at events like blah, 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 blah. Cool post, dog. Alpha male behavior. Your voice makes me want to drop kick you. Why though? Yeah, I'm just a violent and unstable person who will attack anyone weaker than me. And that's very upfront, very honest, very introspective, honestly. I'm sorry for your weakness. As a little girl who not proudly watched gore exposed to the internet before the internet was more regulated, This is insane. I wouldn't imagine exposing a child to such levels of violence. It really does screw with your development, and I'm pretty sure it triggered my intrusive thinking. I hope those kids can get proper therapy and teaching they deserve. What's wrong with people? I'm sorry for your weakness. Most of us were perusing shock sites at that age. And don't go on to tell dramatic sob stories about it. Yeah, but I'm just built different, I guess.
Grr, rar XD. Oh! I know exactly what they're talking about. I don't even need to see the image. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. The beast in me is sleeping, not dead. Is the beast in you gay? So I had to go to Dollar General to get some spaghetti sauce a while ago for supper. I got out the Suburban, and it does its typical beep the horn at me to let me know I left the fob in it. Middle-aged guy said, "You left the keys in it." I said, "That's all right. There's a weapon behind the seat that can probably be tracked back to a murder, so if you want to get caught with that, go ahead and take it." What the hell is wrong with you, dude? I don't even care. Sure, it's probably a joke, but that's a weird joke. I don't get it, dude. You better not get sharp with this guy. Oh boy. That dude would have gotten all sharp with me. I actually suffer from PTSD. Are you trying to weaponize your PTSD? That would have been all bad for that dude. Sorry, not sorry. Man, that is the dumbest phrase in human history. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. People are already scared of me because I look pissed off all the time, and I'm 6'4" and weigh about 220 pretty solid. I'm 6'4" and weigh 210, and you know what? I don't look impressive, so I don't know what you're talking about, pal. So, yeah, that's not cool checking off on his woman like that in public, I guess. I would have walked away and took it all out on a coaster. What? Been there, done that. But not hit anyone. That's just wrong. But if that was me and dude got sharp at the table, oh boy. I bet he also has sick bow staff skills. Oh god. True. Although very dated now. I trained in judo, blah, 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 blah. And no rules street fighting. Sure you did, hun. Sure you did. I've been training jiu-jitsu and MMA for almost 17 years, and I'd absolutely smoke him on the ground, and I definitely hold my own on the feet, okay? I was also part of the 82nd Airborne Division Special Troops Battalion. Go ahead and... is there a way we can verify that? You know, there are a lot of people out there that say, I was in the Army or something, and of course they could be lying. They very well could be. Go ahead and tell me about what mental and physical tools he has that I don't. Did you not watch his match against Pereira? Did you not see him sparring, or do you not see him sparring people who have zero idea what they're doing? And yeah, you're the one, dude. You're the chosen one. Downvotes don't work on him. He's invincible. Remove the branch in your eyes before talking shit about the speck of dust in theirs. I don't think that's... Are you trying to quote the Bible? I don't think that's how it was written. Edit. Downvote harder. You still have 100K to go before it stings. Nice try. You're never going to get 100K. I told him he looks like he j***s off to military recruitment ads. You're a coward and a pussy. And you know what? I'm not over-masculine. I'm a practicing lawyer with a higher education and intellect than you. I'm not just strong, I'm really smart. I am. But only one thing remains very simply easy and accurate. At the end of the day, put a steak on the table with you and I in a room and you will die. What? And I will eat. Your emotional shit doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Your liberal bullshit ceases to exist. You're closer to an emotional neurotypical woman than you are a man. Congrat. Yes, respond right away, coward. The only thing you delete is the gay porn off your phone after the post-nut clarity hits. Oh, Gotti, dude. He'll realize it someday. Don't threaten me. Do not threaten me. I will call the person's bluff every single frickin' time. I'll force their ass to cash the check their mouth has written. There's no limit to this either, be it dangerous or reckless or whatever. Then I'll retaliate on them, whether they carry out the threat or not, with zero mercy. I'll destroy whatever relationship we had on the spot, scorched earth level. It's really hard to get under my skin. I get rage mad like every 7 years. But do not threaten me. Don't mess with the cook. Okay, why not? As someone who was the cook, I may be a 5'0" woman, but I spent my days hauling crap around and surrounded by implements that would make great improvised weapons. Never screw with the cook. I mean, yeah, I don't know if you've ever worked with line cooks before, but they have to go through some garbage, so they'll probably just murder you, at a moment's notice from having a stressful day, which is every day for them, Stan takes his begonias very seriously. Please stay out of Stan's garden without permission. I don't use Smith & Wesson. This is what I use. It is Stan's, and it is a blessing. No trespassing. If you're in Stan's garden without permission, death penalty is yours. See, this is what I'm talking about, right? he's probably kidding to a certain extent, but oh man, if I catch you literally just in my garden, I am going to kill you. No, I'm not for that. I feel like I would have survived the sub accident. There's no way this post was real, by the way. I'm sorry. I refuse to believe that this was a real, unironic post, because I've seen it before. This isn't a joke. You always hear about those 1 in a million odds where people drive off a cliff and had a 0.0000001% chance to survive, but they miraculously did. Well, I feel I'm that guy. There's no real stats to back this up. I just know I've always been built different. You really said built different. Yeah, there's no way. I feel like if I were a T-Rex, I would have survived the meteors. I don't know, I'm just built different. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't believe for 1 second that wasn't a troll post. No. The devil whispers, "You cannot withstand the storm." The warrior replies, "I am the storm." Seriously, people like this legitimately just want to kill people. It's freaking weird. It's a strange fantasy. These are the guys that played the violent video games and actually had the bad effect, where they're like, man, this is so fun. I wish I could do this in real life. That ain't it, dog. I'm a bit of both. Nurture brought out my nature, and boy, is it a door, okay? Let's just say that anger brings out the animal in me, and he's a bloodthirsty monster with no morals, no fucks given, and no limits. He's worse than Joker. Man, you didn't just compare yourself to the Joker, you just said you're worse than him. He's got all his strengths and none of his weaknesses. That's why I keep him locked up in a dark corner of my mind. Anger takes a toll on my self-restraint, though, so the more angry I get, the more of the monster inside you see. And the only reason I restrain him is because I like my freedom more than I like the thought of setting my demons loose on the world, okay? But that only lasts so long, as the scales don't tip the wrong way. Oh, as long as the scales... Oh, I see what you're saying. One bad day and the world burns. Okay, sure. We'll let you all believe this stuff. Comment on Musk versus Zuckerberg. Judo is far superior. I played judo, and wrestling, I swear, for years before grappling became the latest craze for the tech elite. To let yourself even is a... What? To let yourself even is a position of a choke or armbar submissions means you're the latter opponent. I'm not sure about the rules of combative jujitsu, but they have no armbar submission options. I find standing techniques from wrestling and judo to be far more interesting and deciding than jujitsu. I'll take you down and then overwhelm. Brazilian jiu-jitsu seems to assume some on the ground. What are you talking about, dude? The fight's not even happening. Oh, I'm not a keyboard warrior. Stop by. Really? So edgy. Yeah, great evidence. You're not a fat little kid behind a screen. I have an 8-pack and a V deeper than your swimming pool. Congratulations! That's incredibly impressive for an edgy, insufferable little douchebag. I'm no child. I'll make you my stepson by next week if you keep playing with me. Try me. Okay, then do something, you p***y. I love it when people egg these types on, because it is quite funny. Literally nothing you can do here, okay? You have to survive 20 minutes with one of them for $100 million. Which are you picking? I can beat the hippo barehanded, no kidding. No, you actually f***ing can't. Out of all of these animals, bear included, I think the least chance you have of surviving is the hippo. No joke. I've been practicing MMA for 6 years now, and the hippo's been practicing weighing 5,000 pounds. Are you stupid? Oh my god. I've been weight training for 4 years. Ooh, 4 years. Jeez. I've got insane speed and reflexes identical to my speed. All I have to do is wait for him to charge me, dodge him, and give him some good shots to the head. I won't drop him at the slide. Do you think... I'm sorry, hold on. Do you think that animals charge you like you're playing in a video game, where they just run straight ahead and smack into a wall if you move out of the way last second? This isn't a bullfight here. A hippo is not a coded boss fight from one of your video games. They do have the ability to turn. They will flatten your body, okay? Jeez. Oh, nothing's impossible with willpower, folks. That's not true. Any trained man can take out a hippo with a knife. Barehanded isn't necessarily more complicated. Oh my god, you're such a dork. You got me good. This troll post got me good. Although, if I am to answer the question, out of these 4, which one do I think I'm most likely to survive 20 minutes with? And hopefully come out able-bodied enough to make use of the $100 million. not the hippo, not the bear, not the cat, the crocodile or alligator, only if it's on land. Only if it's on land, man. There was that guy that went viral for showing people how to handle a croc/alligator, and I don't know, maybe I could do that. No, there's no chance. They would all kill me, but I feel like the croc/alligator, again, I don't know just by looking at them, I feel like I have a 0.0001% better chance of surviving that encounter for 20 minutes. I feel safer already. I do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, so help me God. Yeah, you make me feel a lot safer. Also, why do I get the feeling that you are interpreting the Constitution differently than it was supposed to? His card got denied on a $30 bar tab. Oh boy. Alpha as hell. Just not alpha enough to pay my bills. On a post about a dad asking his neighbor to stop setting off fireworks late at night. I don't know, man. I'd be careful if I were you. You never know when someone will stand up for themselves. Some people are physically superior to you, especially if you're obese and lazy. Weird ass take. Yeah, it might be, but I'm just putting myself in this neighbor's shoes. I'd tell him to screw off, and if he wanted to throw down, it probably wouldn't go well for him. I train jujitsu 3 times a week and work out 5 days a week. Even if that stuff was true, why are you bothering? Just shut up, man. Why are you wasting you're making yourself mad at actually nothing. America! In line at Costco. Or sorry, in the gas line at Costco. How is that supposed to make anybody feel safe? Even if that gun isn't real, which I assume that it is, how is that making anybody around you feel safe? Because I feel like this is just peacocking. You're not gonna help anybody. If there's a shooter at Walmart, what are you gonna do? Bust your Jeep through the front door and gun him down with a .50 caliber machine gun? No! You're gonna leave. Under a post of a guy doing a massive combo and backflips with a katana. What? I could sleep co with a jab. All that muscle and no technique. In my opinion, this guy wouldn't last 2 rounds with me in any form of martial arts. Okay, I just looked at the photo. No way this isn't a troll. There's no way. I was about 5 when I first saw Alien, and I reacted about the same as that guy. I wasn't scared in the slightest. Instead, I was excited because I was seeing something really cool. Okay. A test audience reacting to the chestburster scene in Alien 1979. Oh yeah, I love this image so much. That guy right there doesn't need to comment a bunch of stupid garbage to, seem tough. He probably just is. Let's be real about that. Although, who knows? Comments on the internet did not exist in 1979, so you never know, maybe he was like that. Notice how the liberal bullies always pick on a little guy? I'm 6'2" and I clock in at about 300 pounds. I wear my Trump hat and t-shirt proudly everywhere I go and they never bother me. Is that a World of Warcraft picture? I gotta say, that's a first. Normally it's an anime photo or, one of those stereotypical dad photos on Facebook. Tinder bio of a guy who's chosen to live life on hard mode. I don't take ADHD meds for focus. I eat right and exercise instead of injecting semaglutide? Okay, clearly you think you know what those words mean. I even get the old-fashioned way. No sildenafil. Are you f***ing kidding me? Are you trying to sound smarter by using the generic terms for popular drugs? I'm not sure there's anything wrong with any of these things. I've just chosen to live life on hard mode. Good for you. Nothing like threatening a stranger over the internet for having a discussion. Exactly. Gaping plot hole. Slower than light travel was possible, and so was traveling using thinking machines. It helps to read the books. Slower than light travel was possible? Yeah, we do it every day. I don't drive faster than light. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I still think they could fold space-time, or fold space, excuse me. It was just not as precise, reliable, and prone to error. Please wind your neck in, mind your tone. You would not try that face-to-face because you know you would lose teeth. Okay, see, people have legitimate problems, serious unchecked rage and violent tendencies out there, man. I know that a lot of these guys do fit the keyboard warrior definition, where in real life they wouldn't actually do it because they know no matter how tough or good they are, they're gonna get hurt one way or another, right? There's always that chance of someone getting the good. No one wants to get hurt. No one likes that. But there's something going on in people's brains lately. Social media has absolutely gotten people way too okay with saying whatever they want to people because they know there's not really anything that can be done to retaliate against them, right? But in real life, if you snapped at somebody like that and said, man, I'm gonna fucking beat the crap out of you, dude. How dare you have a different opinion? Who knows? Maybe they'll deck you in the face first. A badass replies to a video game ad, my 7mm mag would knock most dinos down, and my 44 mag would get the ones under 100 yards. For the itty-bitty guys, my crossbow would make short work of them. Right. Of course, I'm trained in twin sword, which works on the little guys fairly well. How do you know? How many dinosaurs have you killed with your sword? Answer me. Badass juggalo with a hot black girlfriend and two $3,000 dogs. He sounds way cooler than you, Lost Lumps. I'm a local legend in the 13th most populated city, and have a hot black girlfriend and two $3,000 dogs, and jam DJ Screw and local Texas legends like what? Why would I want to live in the woods and listen to out-of-date music and play with lizards? What are you talking about? The candy-throwing hero has returned, this time to yell at a child at an amusement park. Oh boy. Well, just MF'd a Muslim teenager for cussing my daughter out at Waldemir. Kid or no kid, don't screw with my daughters. What do you mean you just... What? How'd you know they were Muslim? How'd you know that? Oh, wait, let me look at your profile photo. Oh, now I know how you knew. Yeah. They will be the first to go. The AK in my closet says otherwise. If words cause you to crumple over, I doubt your body would be able to withstand shouldering a gun. Ooh! I would challenge you to a battle of wits, but I do not fight the unarmed. Oh, man. Sure, dude. Whatever.
Do not park here again. Any problems, come to apartment. Meanwhile, a fellow neighbor seems to have come across this note and have tried to add in their own 2 cents.
Everybody love everybody. I did it. I solved racism.
I punched a door, and this is like 2 days after many 3. Oh, look at the tough boy with a numb fist. Oh, got it listed to followers only. Wow, just look at those. Look at that traffic. Ooh. And when your username's the loneliness, something, this might just be a bit of armchair psychology, but it's almost as if they're using this sort of thing to get attention because they're lonely. Taking up space where there isn't any is dangerous. Blocking people is equally dangerous. There are more than one kind of dangerous jerk on the road. Yeah, very good point. No need to add any further. If you do that to me, be prepared to be challenged to pull over and personally talk about it one-on-one. Ooh. Look out, he's gonna give you a good talking to. Which none of you ever do. You're all a bunch of cowards sitting in your car. You're not so brave when you're standing on your own 2 feet. It's almost as if everyone else has better things to do than to have to talk with a random stranger who has road rage. I'm a law firm believer that there's no personal responsibility or good behavior in this country anymore because nobody gets their teeth knocked out. The cops do way too much where that's concerned and nowhere near enough to keep people from being passive-aggressive a-holes. Learn full stops. Also, let me just translate that last part for you.
I was physically beaten growing up as a way of discipline, and now I think that's the only way to teach people the right from wrong. And if you disagree with me, I'm a Will Smith ya. No kids telling me how to parent. Your friends have kids, lol. My friend drives a Ferrari, doesn't mean I own a Ferrari.
It's sort of same comparison.
Delusional poo-poo face. Typical millennial mindset. You got a trophy for everything you ever did.
I'm still waiting for my trophy where I wore pants to school that had a hole in them and I forgot to wear underwear that day and everyone saw my junk when I rolled over on the floor. Where's my trophy for accidentally exposing myself to fellow minors at the grade 6, huh?
I'm the same as you, and I threw away participation trophies and kept the winning ones. Because my parents taught me to appreciate the feeling you get from winning and learn from the mistakes you make losing. Newsflash, there's winners and losers in adult life.
And we know you're trying to be the former, but you are definitely the latter.
Tenants and landlords, bosses and employees, complainers and problem solvers. You chose to be a loser. I chose to be a winner. The end.
Oh look, I predicted it.
Go justify whatever you have to yourself.
Haha, you're not bad. I'm ruthless and merciless with cheaters. If you're blatantly cheating me and the boys will light you up in all the sensitive places you can think of and keep doing it. What? Are you trying to intimidate me or seduce me to a good time? What? Shot this dude once, he rubbed the spot, so I shot him and then carried on. So I put about 20 rounds into his neck, nuts and fingers. Oh, I'm getting the context here. They're talking about, like, airsoft. This isn't an actual gun. Bro, who gets shot 20 times by an actual gun and and can get aggro. What? He got all aggro and asked me why I kept shooting. I said I don't like cheaters. Call it the first time. I saw you rub where I just shot you. Me and the boys are big dudes. Again, are you threatening me to a good time? Because it really... So no one really challenged it. Our Sukuba became the most honest place to play. We do make allowances though. Running in the round hits you in the vest and you don't feel it? Sweet as. We just shoot you again. Okay, again, your threats throughout this just sounded like innuendo. I understand if that one was too far. You either have the experience and training and fortitude to both stay alive and actually help, or someone like me puts a boot on your neck to keep you screaming for mom from attracting fire. And I'll keep you from screaming anyway. I have to, for as long as I have to before leaving you where I found you. That's just the reality of combat. You're telling me you'd get far away from me? Oh, don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah, I'll slap this sign of paper on my window. By staying safe in my own house, they'll feel so threatened. To the a-hole who tore down my old Trump flag, you are a coward. I will find you, and after I finish with you, you are going to wish I had killed.
So it's a bit of space extra into there, the space.
You will not be able to go outside without feeling self-conscious about your looks, and you will not be able to procreate.
Joke's on you, I've got a vasectomy. Smash his window.
No!
To be quite frank, I would dominate this entire group in a real fight. No training needed. I just black out and see red. No one has beaten me yet. Except yourself, right? At least 2 times a day, I'd reckon, you horny, lonely little boy.
Lol, you wish, clown.
I hope you enjoy things outside of cinema and gaming. It sounds like you need to take a break from screen time.
Okay, go touch some grass, moron. You probably can't lift a quarter of what I can in the gym.
Oh, what can you lift?
Over 100 pounds.
Ah, dang, I can only lift my girlfriend to bed when she's too tired after we spend a whole day together. I have torn my hamstring so many times and I keep running. It don't stop me. Now, I still got respect that he got up though, but if it would have been me up, I would be up right away. But people also tell me I have a high pain tolerance, so you know. What about emotional tolerance?
It's like never funk with a funked up funker that doesn't give a funk.
Hell yes, sweet, dangerous. Roar.
Oh dear lord, this person started with quotation marks. They're actually trying to narrate themselves. I stand behind you in line at the store with a smile on my face and a gun under my shirt, and you are none the wiser. Yet you are safer for having me next to you. I won't shoot you. My gun won't pull its own trigger. It is securely holstered with the trigger covered. It can't just go off. However, rest assured that if a lunatic walks into the grocery store and pulls out a rifle, I will draw my wiener a pistol and protect myself and my family, and therefore protect you and your wiener family. I may freeze up. I may go tinkle twinkle in my little pajamas. I may get shot before I can pull the trigger, but I won't die in a helpless, blubbering heap on the...
Sorry, I opened a bag of popcorn. The kernels went flying. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I was just showing them what I wouldn't do, you know. I won't die in a helpless, blubbering heap on the floor begging for my life or my child's life. I won't be that victim. I choose not to be. As for you, I don't ask you to carry a gun. If you are not comfortable, then please don't. But I would like to keep my right to choose to not be a helpless victim. There is evil in the world, and if evil has a gun, I want one too. Yeah, that's the funny thing about evil people. They're often unfortunately blinded by how much they think they're the hero. Maybe reflect on that.
Hi, madam. I'd like you to know that I don't care.
Okay, is that a cocktail or?
No. I don't care.
About what?
No, I just don't care. I just need you to know that. I need everyone to be aware. That's me.
About what?
Okay, I need you to respect that about me.
Well, I live by what I say. I hold others accountable and myself. I don't just spout off like most people. No, you're so different. Go on.
And yes, I'm actually quite freaking tough.
I homestead, fight mama, and work construction. I've wrestled for 15 years with my uncle. I've gotten very used to rubbing baby oil on me. Have always watched my mouth and answered to the consequences. I've been on my deathbed and survived. So yes, I am.
I don't know about anyone else, but I think I could win in a 1v1 fight with one of them.
Okay, a spotted hyena have a bite force of over 1,100 psi, one of the strongest in the world.
Can't bite me if it's knocked out.
Alright, Mike Tyson, calm down.
Bring it on, hyena. I've got a strong pain tolerance.
But do you have
No.
emotional
No.
tolerance?
No! Stop laughing at me! I'm insecure!
Yo, she bad as hell.
What you mean by that? Oh, cotton 4K. That's not funny, joke or not. You still need jail if I find your address and name. You better pray I forgot this. Oh, I'm all for protecting minors against creepy people, but that's you are creepy. Not in the same way, just you're like a different flavor of creepy. Don't mess with this Home Depot employee. She lifts paint buckets, dog. I wish I could say I spat in his paint, but I digress. I made his paint under 5 minutes because I just wanted him out of there at that point. As I was tinting the paint, he had the audacity to tell me he only needed one wing nut. And since he found one on the floor, he was gonna keep it. As if he knew I really didn't want to punch him square on his crooked nose, but couldn't. I really hate getting underestimated, just because I'm a 5'3" little girl. Little do they know, I lift 5-gallon paint buckets every day, dog. I won't hesitate to knock you down on your butt if and when I can. Until then, I'll act like the stupid girl they treat me as. Since they know so much, they can help themselves. I don't care anymore. Yeah, look, all to you for being sick and tired of, this behavior from men. But, don't back yourself up by saying you can lift paint buckets.
These men think I'm a dainty girl, but little do they know, I can drive a truck. Yeah, I'm sure valuable now.
If you break into my house and I yell, honey, get the Velveeta, just remember that door was locked for your protection. Again, these trigger-happy kind of people are the ones who think they're the heroes. But hey, looks can be deceiving. Maybe these things are literally little crackers. I'm gonna guess in either scenario, the guest will be tasting one of them.
You obviously know very little about the fighting game. Consider being quiet. Before you think about lighting it up, you should know I'm a 5'8", 230-pound boxer with 2.5 years experience, and I'm also an alpha male. God damn it. It was inevitable on this subreddit.
Oh, but people, that is apparently 0.7% of the American population. And this stranger commenting on YouTube just happens to be part of that society. Makes as much sense as Ferrari advertising to poor people.
I'm like a salmon fish flying upstream against the floor. I don't want anything to do with what people trend or the masses choose. Everyone follows like sheep and asleep in the Matrix.
Oh, the Matrix. Like that whole fantasy scenario and environment, the world even, that is based off a trendy movie that was very popular among the masses.
Bro, I got a video from when I was 13, just 315, and it wasn't my max.
Well, he never said deadlifting, so I guess we'll never be able to know if he can truly lift well. Also, to be able to lift that at 13 years old, you either have the god of genetics, or such concentrated muscle mass at that age that you're gonna have just a terrible growth spurt, and enjoy your adult life with short man syndrome. Pain is tough. You can't escape it. You feel it mentally and physically.
Pain feel good. I know because I play football. I bang head a lot. I feel good.
What watching the Batman does to a mother flipper.
Now, kitten. Daddy isn't happy.
Oh wow, it is the Batman, see? He used eyeshadow. The iconic Batman costume, the basic makeup. Well, that does it. We need a PSA to deter anyone letting their angsty teenage boys watch the Batman. But on the other end of things, if you've ever wanted your son to enjoy the idea of makeup, why throw dirt on your name when I could throw it on your coffin? Is that a threat to murder me? You are stating right now, online, for everyone to know that you are threatening to kill me. Well, we're gonna put that on the record. I'm just saying. Presenting this jolly old man to be taking part in the new Cluedo interactive theater performance. Say he looks like a lot of fun, can't wait to interact with him at the show, wonder what he's about.
I am no one to be trifled with. That is all you ever need know.
Great, I can't wait for him to be harassing me at my table.
I I'm the reason your dad double checks the front door at night. Don't get it confused.
This proud American says.
Yeah, I've been online longer than most of you have been alive. Powered by Xenox R35A7. I cannot die. My code will not allow it. Prepare for your new overlords. Pain don't bather us. I had bather? What?
Pain don't wash us in a bathtub. I had my teeth knocked out with a bat and was still standing. Frick you.
No, sorry, that wasn't an actual bat. That was just little 16-year-old Steven here. He saw the Batman, he found his mother's makeup again, he likes to roleplay a bit.
Yeah, but big gun sends more of a message.
I think any gun sends more than enough of a message if it's pointed at you.
Well, if you point a 22 at me, I'll laugh in your face.
I doubt that.
Okay, their response to this, I know it's meant to them, they're trying to be more intimidating, but no.
What it sounds like is encouragement.
You'd probably do more damage if you peed on my face. Come on, big boy, show me how tough you are. Don't intimidate me with a gun. I'll be more intimidated if you pee on me. Oh, I'm gonna be so scared.
That mission we talked about around Christmas, it's about to start soon. They fricked with the wrong family.
Do people who literally rely on these things as weaponry,
They're aware that guns exist, right? I understand the need for a silent kill, but Electra's daggers there and
batarangs, which are only really... they break the laws of physics.
we ain't gonna see a comic book in your honor. We're just gonna see you in the obituaries.
Oh, but at least you got some support on your Facebook echo chamber.
Jess is on the prowl.
Oh wait, that's just the OP.
People sleep peacefully in their beds at night only because rough men stand ready to commit violence on their behalf. What's that, madam? Your child here is being annoying and won't go to sleep? You rest easy. I'll beat the Schmidt out of them. I'm 0.7% of the population. I'm an alpha. I cut myself in 9 places with a saw and probably needed stitches. I just yelled, "Schmidt, now my saw is bloody," and I walked home with a blood-coated hand. No, you don't understand. Purposefully not tending to my wounds and allowing them to possibly get infected or become worse situations for me is considered an alpha move because I'm not smart enough to take care of my health. That is literally how I would react probably right after I beat you to death, die fast. I've broken bones, even as a child, and I don't remember ever screaming. When I broke my collarbone in 2nd grade, I literally walked home and then told my parents that I think my arm is broken, and they didn't believe me because I wasn't crying or anything. Then after 10 minutes of examination, them forcing me to try and move my arm over my head.
Why do you make it seem like some big deal that they had to they had to really try and persuade you? Oh, because you're just so resilient. Look at you not listening to basic instructions. Oh, what a man.
They finally took me to the hospital, and there we realized I had actually snapped my collarbone on the right side clean in half. This is only one example.
Please don't tell us any others.
Screaming is absolutely useless and a very controllable reaction.
I mean, tell me you're a psychopath without telling me you're a psychopath.
Okay, before we even look at the bedsheet, just want to focus on the 2 bedside dresses.
Or drawers, whatever you call those things.
Notice their nice aesthetic. They got a nice life to them. There's color, there's freshness. They light up the room. Now guess which part of the bedroom the man needed to just, show that this was a man's room as well.
Yeah, let's look at this entire bed. Wow, this bedspread, just fits aesthetically perfectly.
Best a-hole husband ever. Best bitch wife ever. It's you and me against the world, baby. We freaking got this. You're the sexy, hot, basically naked lady with my hand on her butt, sitting on me and seducing me next to my sexy motorcycle. And me being a brittle carcass of bones, I'm equally pleasing to look at. Yes, this bedsheet is not at all my perverted fantasy.
Thinking back to my brother's 21st birthday party when everyone found out my brother's girlfriend, now ex, was sleeping with his best friend. So I started throwing punches at the ex-girlfriend and ex-best friend with a wrist I had broken 2 days prior. Meanwhile, my 2 best friends went through my brother's ex's house gathering all my bro's stuff and pouring lemonade all over her carpet and furniture. My boyfriend and brother were at the door convincing the cops nothing was happening while I was screaming bloody murder in the living room.
yeah, somewhat good on you for supporting your sibling through all this ordeal. But that hair and that makeup, I'm not surprised the rest happened, based on your own direction. Great job admitting to vandalism, by the way. I'm sure the ex will be happy to place charges. Hey, look, it's the guy who has that sexy bedding.
I don't know, grow thicker skin, I guess.
And you can talk, Mr. Skeleton?
If someone pointed out my mistakes, I'd take it and go on with my life, not argue with some dude with a berserk skeleton profile picture.
Well, I mean, at least he's self-aware.
This is the skin of a killer.
Oh, it's a killer, alright, depending on how long your pale butt stands in the sun. Skin cancer!
Oh, see, I think Will was right on the spot. If any man ever causes pain to my chick or daughter or mother or grandmother, you'd be lucky with just a slap. Where we are or who watching.
Now see, if I was your chick, your daughter, your mother, or your grandmother, I would purposefully set you up in situations where you were constantly insulting these people and you'd force yourself to keep slapping yourself. It'd be great entertainment.
Be vigilant. Your security is an illusion. It could all collapse tomorrow. I thought it was gonna say escape, I'll admit. Peace, democracy, and prosperity are not the norm in history. Suffering is. The fittest will survive to make stronger people, not snowflakes with sociology degrees and pink hair.
Man, these tough people they really are scared of pink hair, aren't they?
Differing opinion.
Something about this airsoft player tells me that this is the only thing going good in their life.
I've already had enough of your bullshit. It's literally the last comment section I'm ever going on. Do you want my height and weight?
No one asked.
We're good.
I'm 160 pounds currently. I've been training for 3 years. I'm 18. I'm 5'8". I like long walks on the beach, and I'm honestly just looking for someone to settle down with and find my true love. I mean, I'm looking for a fight in a mixed martial arts setting, amateur level. I'm based in California.
Oh god, there's no full stop in this entire comment.
But I can come to Oregon or Nevada. Hell, I'll even go all the way to Arizona. But you want to keep running your freaking mouth about bishing? Well, see who's bishing. You show up to this fine at all. Even talk to my coach and ask him to set up the venue you want to keep running your mouth. Come show up. You can run it while you call for a rematch because you got your butt beat. Yeah, I'm gonna pound you.
Okay, easy, man.
I'm gonna pound that butt.
Yeah, your threats are sounding a bit different than
I'm
threats.
gonna pound you so hard. Please, make my freaking year. I'd love nothing more than to shut your mouth. If you bigger, I'll grapple you, open weight, and I will literally break you mentally, then physically. And I promise if you don't pass out, it will be the best lesson you are ever taught. Next person may not be so nice as to warn you instead of sucker punching the frick out of you and letting your head splat on concrete. I'm just a nice guy, I suppose. Oh, this has gotta be the trifecta of pathetic. Thinks they're an alpha, trying to solicit a fight over the internet, and thinks they're the nice guy. I may not be fit, but it is hard to kill a shadow, and I am a shadow. I'll blend into anything and everything and kill without being spotted. Oh, very sneaky, very powerful technique. Ooh, a torch. Knock his teeth out for even trying to teach my kid his ways. Lol, no you won't. Way to be keyboard tough. The sheer idiocy behind believing someone's looks somehow translate to them projecting their belief or ways is astonishing. Grow the frick up. You clearly don't know me. Oh, don't worry, we know enough. Don't know why there's so many boogie board videos lately, but I'm never disappointed. Skimboard. Yeah, well that's because kids realize that surfing is hard. Back in the 90s and 2000s, you'd get blasted by the beach for using a boogie board on my local zones. Same with the Razor scooters. This new generation is a bunch of softies who do lame stuff instead of cool stuff.
Way to hold on to your childhood there, buddy. You got this, you keep going.
Bodyboarding isn't the video above. Bruv, that's a skimboard. Bodyboarding is cool on big waves. Boogie was never cool, and it's the same kids wearing Thrasher tees. Back in my day, you'd get beat up for rocking gear like that. #poser.
Oh, someone wants to justify beating up others because they were beaten up by things.
Bro thinks he's tough talking on TikTok. If you ever see me in the streets, you better run, cause I don't play no games, kid, said a 13-year-old, making sure my city is protected. This is the type of thing I'd frickin' do, dude. Would have loved to been there for this so I could have leveled that man. Love when I get opportunities to mash men lime that. I'm not reading it again. You call it eating meat. I call it devouring the flesh of the beasts that roam the earth and absorbing their life energy to fuel your never-ending conquest. Okay, Grandpa. A lion doesn't concern himself with the opinion of a sheep. That's why you had to put that on a fucking shirt. Because you don't care. At all, for sure. No, look, the reason you're wearing that shirt is because you want someone to start some dumbass fight with you. No one cares, dude. Last night, I let my daughter paint my nails. This morning, all these men at the gym are looking at me with disgust. I'm staying level-headed by knowing a man with painted fingernails will beat the shit out of them if need be. I don't think anybody was looking at you at all. No one gives a shit. Guess I won't put my bicycle there. Harley-Davidson reserve parking. All others will be crushed. Walk away. This forklift operator, hold on, I can't read that, I gotta zoom in, has anger issues and a serious dislike for stupid people. The forklift operator thing leads me to believe this is some kind of ironic shirt. Piss me off, pay the consequences. Shut the fuck up and drink your tea. Ooh-wee, this one's gonna be a little difficult to read. This is ugly as hell. Be polite, be professional, but have a plan to kill everybody you meet. Okay, wait a minute, hold on. I've heard this before. Oh yeah! Marine Corps General James Mad Dog Mattis, the Secretary of Defense. Or was at one point, doesn't matter. It's a strange quote to be wearing around in the normal world, though. Dude messaged me this because I commented it takes 8 weeks to get his poster in the mail? I recently pulled a dude bigger than you out of his car on the side of the road and beat him bloody. I'm a felon and have spent time in prison. Let's meet up. I'll put you in a body bag. Ever been stabbed in the neck? Let's meet up. You want to go on like a date or something? I am an asshole man. I love freedom, drink beer, and I love my wife. I protect my family, I eat meat, and I own guns. If you don't like it, move. Like out of your way, out of the country, out of the city, state, county, where would you like me to go? Because honestly, you could point to anywhere on the fucking map and it would probably be 1,000 times better than living next to someone who thinks wearing that shirt is cool. 15-year-old's review of American Psycho. He is literally me. That's such... Shut the fuck up. Finally got someone to complain in a public place about my cigar smoke. I've been waiting a long time for that. I gotta hear this. It was awesome. Lamau. What was your response? Laughed, looked at the lady, and took another puff and blew it towards her. She just got in her truck with an angry look on her face and drove off. It's a believable enough story, I will say that. It doesn't sound like one of those I'm really cool stories, but that doesn't mean it's any less pathetic, you know? Finally got someone to complain in a public place about my cigar smoke. Your life must be insanely f***ing boring. I feel the same, and I am old with an IQ of 142. Same. If nuclear war happens, Putin better hope that I don't survive. Why? You gonna f***ing swim across the ocean and find him? You gonna rebuild that old ice bridge from Alaska? Huh? What are you gonna do? Wife and I stood outside with the kids and watched it in the rain, teaching my kids to be fearless. Listen here, you 90-year-old smelly, fat, wrinkly, raisin-looking whale. I've never seen a person as horrifyingly ugly as you. When you will lack into a room, everybody runs out. You are a disgusting human being. Now be nice to me or I will personally make sure you don't wake up tomorrow. Just send back a K. Uppercase K, period. Let's get one thing real clear. I avoid conflict not because I'm scared of you. It's because I'm scared of myself. My temper can go 0 to death row real quick. A dude asked me if I was gay because I held the door open for his girl, but I didn't turn to look at her ass. Bruh. Number 1, I just dropped my redhead with a juicy peach off at the nail salon. You're really confident in that masculinity, huh? And 2, maybe some of us show some respect. Dudes out here are reckless too. Coming up to a man like you want to fight because I didn't f*** your woman might get me to do my impression of... okay, sure, whatever, dude. Been called a monster, called a demon, called a fake. I'm not an idol, not an angle, or a saint. I walk alone. I always have. I'm not ashamed. A living nightmare from the cradle to the grave. Well, that's great. What flavor is that vape? Is it Rudy Tooty fresh and fucking shut up? Me, watching 19 to 20-year-old grope his girlfriend in the mall? Stop that. Men do not grope women in public. Him. Off, dude. Me, now talking directly to the girl. My name is blank. Try to remember it if you ever need anyone to break his legs. Man, The secondhand embarrassment I get from text is insane. I noticed that you downvoted my comments. Please either explain the downvotes or prepare to retract them. The choice is yours. There's 2 breeds of alpha males. The gorilla. I identify as this type. Calm, a leader, strong. B, the rhino. Perhaps not as strong overall, but if provoked, will defend themselves. Those are the ones I'm warning you about. So you guys are finally comfortable with identifying as something? And you chose to identify as an alpha male? Unmasked, unmuzzled, unvaccinated, unafraid. And unprotected from the fucking tarmac. Hope you don't drive like you're actually wearing a helmet. Nobody, not even Gordo, can dislike tiramisu made by an Italian mother. I had this tiramisu yesterday that was made by the restaurateur's mother, and I told him right to his face that it was terrible, and he was a massive and ripped guy. But he knew who I was and knew my dangerous connections, so he knew that he had to take what I dished out. Okay, I grew up in the 80s and 90s. I am Generation X. You know who you are. You see how soft the next generation is. If Russia ever attacks America on American soil, we are the generation that will kick Russia's ass. Dude, let me stop you right there. No, you're not. You're the generation that has to take Tylenol in order to wake up in the f***ing morning now. Chill the hell out, okay? This isn't Red Dawn, my guy. You're not some Hollywood hero. I don't care when you got up. Kiss my ass. Or eat it, because it sounds like you're the type. I came into this world kicking and screaming while covered in someone else's blood. I have no problem with going out the same way. You're gonna climb back into your mom? Dude! I'd have the kid the 200 and kept the old man's card. Sounded like me for a minute. I was making deals, ripping dealers' mantles off their walls and out their showcases. I had no remorse. Sorry, this is one hell of a run-on sentence. It's really hard to read it as anything, but I had no remorse in learning their ways, extremely vast to break them, and I did more so in comics. I knew the times down to a science for both. And what I mean that is you had different times. No, dude, I'm sorry. No, I can't read this. I can't. I could barely read English, let alone whatever the hell this is. Someone called the cops. Be back later. If you aren't successful with the law, give me the word and I'll send my men after him. Okay. About me. Name, Virgo. Age, unknown. Personality, cold. I'm the definition of f*** around, find out. And I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player. Sure, buddy. No one plays Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. I'm ammosexual. It wasn't a choice. I was born this way. I love guns. Just look at this guy. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for I am the baddest one in the valley. Yeah, your airsoft games get pretty crazy, bro. I had a guy try mugging me this morning with a tiny pocket knife, so I just reached behind my trench coat and unsheathed my sword, and he immediately pocketed his knife and said he made a mistake targeting me. LMAO! These people. You carry a fucking sword? 1, 2, fuck you. You got one of those on you at all times? Because if you got into an altercation with someone wearing this shirt and you didn't have your brass knuckles, you kind of look pretty fucking stupid. Our girlfriend. Wanna say that again, bud? Because I'ma beat you up if you take her. Too late. Welcome to communism, comrade. We'll take good care of our female comrade in high spirit. In all seriousness, that's my girl. Either back off or... Oh, shut up, dude. Come on. I said it in my wedding vows. If the day ever comes that you don't love me, tell me and leave me. That I can handle. It will break me, but I'll recover. But if you cheat on me, I'll make you watch them die. And my wife's reply was, and if you ever cheat on me, I'll cut your balls off. And we shook on it. You know what? That's fair. Actually, don't do that to each other, though, because it's still illegal. So you can't do that. I once made my teacher cry by staring at her with emotionless eyes while she was yelling at me. She started crying and begged me to show emotions. Sure she did. Had a cop try that once. He ended up on his face with a Nike in the back of the head and got suspended from duty for falsely identifying me as a suspect. It was fun. I mean, that's a lie, though. You're lying. You're a liar, sir. Your pants are clearly engulfed and on fire. You crush her heart, I crush her skull. We are not the same. You got some cake, though. Military 19-year-olds. Got it a week after we started dating. Bro, if you're trying to strike at military personnel as a joke because you feel bad about the fact you can't get a girl for the life of you, I'll get myself an Uber, come to your house, and smack your face. You are one of the least manly, most cry-babyish men I've ever met in my entire life, hands down. If I ever see you talk one more thing about civilian versus military on your page, I'll personally pull out your tampon and run the menstruated blood on your prematurely occurring bald head. Do you copy? Non-serving ass bitch. Let me guess, you're a 19-year-old in boot camp. Buddy, I own firearms that aren't legal in most parts of the world without special permissions. And in the Corps, I shot and maintained small arms up to and including the M2. If you don't know how to debate or argue, just back down. You're outclassed here. Doesn't seem like you know how to debate either. You jump straight to, I will fucking shoot you. No, really, I know what a gun is. Getting tired of being violent. Soft people wouldn't understand in this town. You know who you are. I'm sure they do. I'm a killer, not a fighter. You don't fight in a war, son. Also, I'm retired at 29 and a bodybuild. You need to take a hard look at yourself in the mirror and evaluate. I've already done the evaluation. It's called a reevaluate, dumbass. Being an alpha male in today's effeminate society is no easy task. It takes grit. I'm in the midst of a grueling cross-country road trip to save this country. But I want... Oh, this guy! Right! I still can't tell if he's doing a bit with the alpha male thing or not. Also, I gotta love all these guys who clearly love women who complain about effeminate anything. I'm super confused by that. I don't know. I don't understand. Good for you. I know. All right. Yeah, no one cares. Yeah, one cares? Bye. Shut the fuck up. When you get on my skill level, we can talk. Good night. See you Monday. Hope you stub your toe. Damn! Wow, this is a hell of a crop job. I am ready to defend Taiwan, and believe me, I will not die. Rather, I'll kill death if that... No, you'll die probably pretty quick, I'd imagine. Acting badass after losing a game. I know you soft. I know if I saw you in real life, you'd be scared, and I know you scared to 1v1 me, so I'm not even wasting my time with you. Good night. I love this 5th grader smack talk. I just think you're a fluffy teddy. Real men hide their feelings. Why? Because it's none of your fucking business. Men do not cry. Men do not pout. Men check you in the jaw and say thanks for coming out. That's a lot of rust. I got a man. I give a why? Most my hoes got boyfriends. Aren't you like 9 inches deep in your... Oh, come on. I've seen that a lot, okay? Yes, that is awesome. Glad to see people fighting back. Fighting back is not worth it. It could have gotten him killed. This is why most companies tell their employees not to do anything when being robbed. Some also get fired when they do intervene. Don't worry. If we're ever together in a situation where the need arises, I will fight back. For you, for me, for anyone. You can cower in the corner if you want. It wouldn't be the first time for me. To cower in the corner? Every morning I wake up begging for war. I struggle every day to keep the wolf locked up inside of me, but one day, you'll push the wrong buttons and the wolf will emerge from his den. Think twice before talking shit to assault. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Weakness disgusts me. I get on average 4 hours or less sleep a night, sans weekends, and can function at full capacity for work and after. I'm feeling tired just reading that. Grown man says he would purposely hit a child's glove in a rec league baseball game. That catcher is an easy target for catcher's interference. He has no clue how to hold his arm back. I would purposely try to hit his glove with every swing when at bat. This reminds me of a time when I was a kid. My friends and I parked our bikes just near the convenience store opening. Still plenty of space to access the building, but an old man had to tell us his peace of mind. Upon warning us that someone could trip, he just happens to walk straight into the bikes. We were like 8 to 10 years old. It was very clear he was just trying to cement his point. You're not teaching anyone a lesson here, mate. You're just looking like an a-hole. Well, I grabbed roaches by hand, so... That's nothing, buddy. Allow me to reach into the toilet and show you something I made earlier. Now that's true badass. I fought a guy who looked like the Hulk once, and then another guy who looked like the Punisher, both trained killers, and I'm the winner. I bet on me, too, because, yep, apparently we're placing bets. I decided that now. People say I am not scary. I got kicked off Instagram. Oh, look out, guys. This person, he got a big no-no from social media. I got kicked off Instagram for the simple comment that I would cut you if someone made the mistake of not taking me seriously. Yeah, I'm a nerd. I'm short. My 6'5" husband acts like a domestic abuse victim if I get super picked up at him. Problematic and awkward. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not reach the day and age where women feel comfortable enough to gloat about being an abusive partner. I mean, it's like, yeah, my plants keep dying, but I always buy more because I'm a good gardener. I'm the infidel Allah warned you about. No ifs or buts about it, because I have no butt. Look, it's just jeans.
It's okay to body shame if they're racist.
A hunger strike would do these folks some good. Incel alert. Wild. I'm laying in bed with a single mother passed out on my chest right now. Got laid an hour ago, and this is hilarious, but go off. Also, in the morning, I'm eating all her kids' fruit snacks. Damn, Cyrus, ain't you a badass? At that point, breaking his legs and leaving him in the woods is probably the best option for everyone involved. I don't understand why this isn't what people do. If the law says someone can't be removed from my property, then god damn it, someone's getting hurt. Frick 'em.
r/Iamverybadass.
And it's y'all kitty cats. Lol, never would I let someone disrespect myself or my property without some type of retaliation. Frick taking the high road. They had their chance to leave and the law failed to remove them. It's my turn then. I don't think this person realizes, but the more you say you're gonna do this thing, the less likely people believe you're actually gonna do it.
Why don't you come to Indiana and say it to my face, putty cat? I will literally lick you.
Wait, what? So that's why he calls him a putty cat.
I'm very attracted to you.
No, okay, let's be serious. I will literally lick you right in your mouth and you will do nothing about it. Because you're my putty and you'll enjoy the way my tongue tastes. Wait, no, he actually meant lick. Oh, I thought he just misspelled kick. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not a typo, but he genuinely implied a good time as a threat. That's wow.
Look out, everyone. He's
gonna lick ya. Oh. You can lick my butthole.
I'd flex, but I like this shirt.
Buddy, there are creases all over the shirt that would prove that is completely impossible from you. But hey, I get it. I can respect the idea that you buy a shirt early so you can kind of grow into it. Unfortunately, that's completely dismissed by the fact you think wearing sunglasses in an indoor gym makes you cool. There is only one legitimate reason you'd be wearing sunglasses, sir, and that is so women don't catch you peeking at them through your perverted gaze. It's not a prideful thing to have.
You did it. You brought the evil out of me. An American soldier, a warrior. You will feel my wrath and you will regret disrespecting an American soldier. The lion has awoken.
At least that's how I imagine he'd sound.
Please, mace me without provocation. You will eat through a straw for months and never chew right again in life. And that's on God, Allah, or take your pick. And gender equality for all, I won't discriminate.
To those of you who have the stupidity to think that you could get maced and still be completely capable of taking someone on, please invite yourself to a macing class at, I don't know, the police station or something, and get a free serving of humble pie.
Men were born to fight. Every single man fights.
So if you're dating, you can't fight. This doesn't apply to you.
He wants to fight. He trains to fight. And he stays awake at night praying for the day he gets to enter the cage and try his very best to hurt somebody. The males who don't feel this warrior urge simply are not men.
Hello class, welcome to Underdeveloped Man-Childs 101. Let's begin by translating this strange glyph a man-child has posted online. I was raised in a domestically violent environment. I was either abused or encouraged to be abusive to get my way. I've developed no other coping mechanisms to deal with my struggles, my pain, and experiences in life that cause grief upon me. As such, I resort to inflicting this pain upon others as a way of projecting my communication of I am hurt, I want you to feel how I feel. I could have developed some sense of emotional maturity, as physical activities in general can still be lethargic and comforting, but I have not. And in order to combat that moral dilemma I have constantly in my own mind, I assure myself that they are just not men, because if they were equally men, then that would mean that my whole abusive lifestyle has actually been wrong, and I'm actually wrong to think of these things, and that can't be right, because that's my comfort. I'm secure that I'm comfortable with that. I know that's how the world is, and if that's wrong, then no.
I hit on a girl with a boyfriend today because I phoned Iver Schmidt.
Okay.
Boyfriend. Hey, why are you hitting with my girlfriend? Me. Hey, you know what else I'm a hit on? Boyfriend. What? Me. Your mom.
Interesting he doesn't give a Schmidt about that, yet seems to want to conceal his face online. Well, what are you afraid of, buddy? Come on.
Spam with something.
How big of a nerd are you? 1 to 10.
Do I look like a nerd? Nerds don't party or drink, dip, vape or drift, fish, mud, or lose their virginity.
Dude, it is 2022. I get you recently fell in love with Stranger Things. Well done. Great job for catching up.
But oh lordy, if you think you fish and what mud makes you a better person, oh lordy.
What is mud? Someone explain that to me. Oh, hey, what do you like to do in your spare time?
I'm mud. Yeah, I'll grab mud and I'll smother myself in it.
Nobody needs an AR-15. Nobody needs a whiny little bitch either, yet here you are.
I like to imagine people have these sort of things on the back of their shirt because they're actually too scared to say it to you face to face. I always get the sense when I'm on the highway, like, why everyone trying to frick with me or get so aggressive? I forget that I drive a flashy car that intimidates people on the road and make people act stupid sometimes. I just am used to my car and ordinarily drive it normally like any other car. Well, unless really got a good reason not to. Then I remember I ain't gotta deal with you. Well, that proves it. Getting a flashy car makes you like someone who eats organic food. You're literally not better than anyone else, you just think you are. I'm not scared of Vader. I'll hit him with a 50 cal and that'll be the end of it. None of these slow-ass blaster guns where the beam travels slower than a paintball. See him move fast enough to dodge 2,200 frames per second. His body would have to break the speed of sound to move out of the way. Okay, let's be serious here for a second, everyone. This is a legitimate strategy. Any Star Wars fans here who know like lore and stuff and the science of it all? I want to know if this is possible. Can't hardly be concerned. I lean on Jesus. They could do their best to welcome Satan and will perish for their ambition. This is satire, right? No, it's not. But since you want to be a... But since you want to be a willy wrinkle, I'll let you know how easy it'd be for me to hurt you badly. Go frick off. Oh, yeah, really proved it there, didn't you? Lol, man, you definitely need Jesus. Okay, bud, see you on the other side.
Oh, I'd love to see some of you angry-ass dudes in person. I'd make you whimper like a little child. Keep talking the big talk, though. It'll come back to bite you.
Why were they making just now? Who cares? Don't think too much into it. Don't try to comprehend what my brain does. I did the same thing to a neighbor that poisoned a stray cat I was feeding. Just glued a black-painted BB in his rear passenger fuel stem. He spent 6 months fighting that tire. He finally replaced just that one. So I did his other rear tire. Okay, no joke, that is seriously evil, but in the best way?
Well, expect to hear from the authorities soon. Thanks for exposing how much of a schmitty human being you are. Come to my property with that energy and see if your head don't become real-life taco meat.
Oh no, someone is sending the internet police. What's next? You gonna threaten to line me for libel? Go frick yourself. Someone has to. Not shoot! Proceeds to hit him in the balls in self-defense when it was really me not liking to have someone in my face. And someone said something, but we can't see it, so cool. No, pretty much any reaction I have when someone comes to my face. I don't know why, but having stuff in my face is just uncomfortable. And apparently, it's my only reaction to having someone in my face like that. And I realize now that one day I'll go to prison for it. Frick it. Okay, again, this is one of those things where it's like, well, I mean, you're kind of valid if someone's really uncomfortably getting up in your space. Okay, maybe not exactly smacking them in the balls, but you get what I mean. I don't think it's that shameful to want personal space. Actual fighters don't talk like this. Any fight that ends without anyone seriously injured is the best kind of fight. Belittling people for realizing they are in over their head isn't manly. It's childish. Oh, this is such bullshit, and I am seeing it constantly regurgitated on Reddit to make you putangs feel better. A real fighter is going to fight his heart out till the end, not when they get a little uncomfortable. Class, welcome back to Underdeveloped Manchild 101. The world. Who's your favorite character?
That one.
But they're the villain.
Yep.
Are you going to argue that they're misunderstood?
Nope, they're actually quite evil.
And psychopathic. And murderous.
They remind me of myself.
My rights don't end where your feelings begin. They end right here.
Because I feel afraid of all that meat. Ooh, gotta hide behind this little podium to feel safe.
Cool. You may speak to people like this on the internet, but I guarantee you've never ran into a person like me in real life. I don't let rude people go. I react immediately. That usually shuts people like you up because you didn't expect the person you were bullying to stand up for themselves. I can only hope you meet someone like me someday so you can awkwardly try to stutter an excuse as I walk up to you and the coward you are becomes apparent. Because I'm actually your son! Shocker, you are now apparent! Anyway, I can react more quickly on the brake and throttle than 1-foot drivers. I'm also not dumb enough to get the pedals confused. Okay, what? Also, everyone used to drive 2 feet, then most cars had clutches, so it's not a new concept and it's not hard to learn. From this point on, I plan to treat people exactly how they treat me. Some will be glad, others should be scared. Ooh. Meanwhile, on Buy, Sell, Swap North Queensland. Buy one, get one free. Ooh, look. Are they hands or stumps at the end of a forearm? Seriously, I don't get into fights. I don't have much experience in boxing and stuff, but they They do not look like intimidating fists. I mean, never before have I noticed how eerily similar some people's closed fists are to the looks of buttholes. Also, how can I buy these if they're allegedly free? I mean, so I clearly can't get the deal then because I'm not buying them. Wait, of course this is Townsville. A little bit of travel advice. If you're ever going to visit Australia, don't come to Townsville. I don't know what else is similar in other people's countries, but honestly, I think the town needs its own travel warning. Your first mistake was thinking sheep. Well, joke's on you, I wasn't thinking about sheep at all, so yeah. Zing! Oh, look out, guys. This man has sunglasses and a cap, so he's very tough. Come, child, shall we take a stroll through your comments to me in multiple subreddits with posts over 6 months old? Well, here I am, child. You rattled the cave walls, and now the juggernaut stands before you, and all I see is a child peeing itself. So you're saying you're in a cave right now, alone with the child, just you and that child? That's pretty sus, man. What's that about? Is this all you have, child? Simple words? Bad man says mean words? Shall we turn on the nightlight for you and read you a bedtime story? I mean, so far it sounds like you're the one who wants that, but okay. You are merely stroking my arrogant ego. You said it, not me. And providing a mere amusement to me, but you are beginning to bore me. Is this all you are? Just the reply, child? Shall we dance around for all eternity of you always responding to anything I say with simpleton words of a child? Seriously, what is this person's addiction to children? Say something impressive, child. You have the entire world's wealth of knowledge at your fingertips. Impress me, or go back to hiding under your covers. Sir, you've done it. You've managed to say so much, yet nothing at all.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Oh man, why'd you have to put that on your head? Of all the places that could be, it had to be there, and you didn't even spell the word right. I'm sorry, man. I can't right now. A man must view himself as a predator. You need to rethink this one, man. You really gotta rethink it. Standing up to drunk retirees. Gotta give credit to the drunk snowbird who wanted to square up. He seemed to be upset that I may have been in his way as he stumbled around the venue. I'm working, tearing down this massive rig single-handedly. He steps to me with that glare and a ruddy face that's probably flammable. Probably. I know what you mean. Okay, well, if you're gonna make a move, son, you're gonna need to bring more than them white meat chicken legs, cute little dockers, riotous shorts, and polo shirt. I'm gonna be tossing this sub box in your face along with these fly stands that weigh more than you do. He reevaluated his situation, became quite deflated, and kind of slunked off to his little party of parrots. They all dressed exactly the same, even the women. The next time I saw him, he was giving me a wide berth for the load of gear I was hauling. I love people that absolutely did not experience any of this. I mean, sure, the guy might have, said some words to you or something like that, I'm sure. But I love this. You had a fantasy of probably killing him in your mind, and you just had to let everybody know that you wanted to hurt somebody else really bad. You just really wanted to hurt somebody. You need fucking therapy. The other guy probably does too. We all need it to a certain extent. But yeah, this isn't cool. This ain't hot. You're kind of weird. On a post about snoozing alarms versus getting up on the first alarm. Second person, don't try me, I break phones and heads. No, you just break phones, because if you broke someone's head, you'd be in prison. A lot of people forget how easy it is to accidentally kill or disable somebody by beating them in the head. You will go to fucking prison, okay? Even if you didn't mean to, you'll go to jail, dude. Warren 4th of July parade. Threw candy back at the Democrat float. Asked another lady passing out some candy for some congressperson if she was a Democrat, and she said yes. I told her, you don't want our candy. Get the hell out of here. You guy that was with her tossed me a piece of candy and I whipped it back at him. Screw those communists. I love that nobody interacted with your fucking post. I may seem quiet and reserved, but mess with my boy and I'll break out a level of crazy that'll make your nightmare seem like a happy place. Okay, that's fine. Look, I assume you're talking about your son, right? I would assume that's what you mean. That's totally fair. You, as a father, should let people know, hey, look, you mess with my kid, I'm gonna freak the hell out, for sure. But you don't have to try and make yourself seem like you're some sort of supervillain level of powerful. Come on. We know fathers and mothers are defensive when it comes to their children. That makes sense. You don't need to tell us. If I threw some water on you, you'd probably just walk it off. But what if I threw a solid cube of ice in your face, huh? How would that feel? About the same if I was a black belt, it would hurt. What? But this is not the case in Pokemon. I wouldn't feel hurt, I'd feel rage, and I would make it the thrower's problem. What in the actual hell are you people talking about? Dude, I'm 6'4", 235 pounds of muscle, over 30 years of training in multiple martial arts. So you're an old guy. A 3-times combat vet, and an expert marksman that always carries. Nothing scares me. Less than 0.5% of the population on this planet could last 10 seconds in a physical altercation with me, okay? I literally used to get paid to murder people. There's nothing scary about your melanin. What did you just fucking say? Excuse me? If anyone is a coward, it's you clowns. The only time you ever fight 1v1 is when you attack a clearly weaker opponent. But if the person looks like they can defend themselves, 4+ of you please jump in, and 99% you still get sucker punched. Oh, you still sucker punch, excuse me. Pathetic. What in the hell was this in response to? Because I got a pretty decent idea. Dude. Also, less than 0.5% of the population of the planet? So, like, just under 40 million people? That's a lot of people that could kick your ass, dude. Bro, if I was president, I'd get impeached. Yeah, like I'd do my job, but I'd also golf on the front lawn at 10 a.m. Okay, I hate people that type like this. At 10 a.m. Around with Secret Service thinking they lost me. Fly an F-16 for the hell of it and call people I don't like in diplomatic visits sons of bitch. I'd be a great president in my own eyes. Yeah, how's middle school? It only offends you until it defends you. You would not defend me at all. You can be honest about that. You absolutely would not defend anybody other than, your close circles, which I totally get to a certain extent, but it just kind of sucks that we have no real sense of community with each other. But yeah, you wouldn't defend me, so don't wear that dumb shirt pretending like you would, because I go against your whatever beliefs or something like that. You know damn well you wouldn't defend me. A trucker showing how he defends his property from his bunk? Okay. Okay, dude, chill the hell out. Look, everyone has a right to defend their property from theft, vandalism, whatever. Totally get it. It's yours. Especially if you paid a good chunk for this truck, because a lot of truck drivers, I assume, own their trucks, or at least paying for them and whatnot. And that's a nice steering wheel, buddy. However, what I do not like is people that seem to be itching to kill someone, or seriously injure someone. That feels like serious, unchecked issues that need to be talked about, okay? And sure, there's always that danger of, well, they could try to hurt me. And in that moment, sure, you could have that, oh, they're gonna kill me. I get it. I understand how self-defense works. However, when you post an image like this, it seems like you're camping and waiting to murder someone. Because I don't think you deserve to be shot in the back of the head or in the face or in the butt or whatever and die because you broke into someone's truck, okay? Because I don't think the guy would be breaking into your truck to murder you. And I don't think anyone's life is worth it, okay? Sure, you could say that about the person, like, hey man, your life ain't worth it, don't break into my truck. But you feel like a problem too in this situation. You want to kill somebody. That's fucking weird. That's not fucking normal, okay? God, it's like the amount of people out there that have claimed self-defense when they shoot a guy in the back when he's running away from the scene. Dude, that's not self-defense, man! Gravedigger, pulling arrows from his face. Got it. Pulling arrows from my face. Okay, yeah, sure, dude. Why do you have arrows in your face? Tattoo artists should be held accountable for allowing this nonsense. Okay, what did they allow? Pure evil. Okay, I don't think it always falls to the tattoo guy, all right? Someone comes in, goes, I want to do this. Now, the tattoo artist needs to pay the bills. And my artist is pretty good about that. If I have a dumb idea, he'll go, you sure about that one? Are you 100% sure? Because I want to make certain that you're ready for that to be on you forever. Because trust me, you don't want to go under the laser. However much your tattoo hurt, the laser's gonna be a lot worse. This is one of the least offensive bad tattoos I think I've ever seen. Who cares? Of course the artist is gonna go, okay man, I don't think they should be held accountable for this. My son is 6 months old. He's gonna be fascinated when he sees a rainbow, and that's just it. This does not make him gay, and if you tell me that, you'll have some real sense knocked into you, I promise. Shouldn't even have to say this, but that's the sad reality of this world now. What are you talking about? When he sees a rainbow and that's just it? What are you saying? I'm so confused by these people. If you get on my page and disrespect my man, just know you're disrespecting me too, and I'm the one. And I am the one. I'll fuck up your whole day. Matter of fact, bring your buddies. I prefer a challenge. They can screw around and find out real quick. Yeah, I don't know why I cursed and then censored myself back to back. But, yeah, I love people that really try to hype themselves up on Facebook to almost no one. I'm really tough. I'll beat up your friends. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm really tough. The average human isn't used to running more than 100 meters. Before, sure, but not anymore. It was never about running. Like, it's literally just keep walking. They'll need to rest before you will. I think you'll lose track of him way before that. Maybe you will. I'm a hunter and have been tracking game since age 4. You weren't, okay? Yeah, I was born and then my mom started teaching me how to hunt as an infant, still covered in bodily fluids and stuff. No, I've never instigated a fight in my life. Okay, why do I feel like that's already not true? I've ended 3 fights, though. Those 3 instances happened because someone else touched me first. I don't give a hell about taunts. You're right, they are a sign of weakness. Do not touch me, though. Talk all the crap you want. Whatever. You're probably not worth my time anyways. Do not touch me. I've never been able to play fight or wrestle with the boys. Something in my brain cannot differentiate between playful fighting and I'm going to die if I don't fight back. Yeah, that's a problem, dude. That's not a quirky, cool, haha, neat thing. It's either 0% violence or 100% sheer force of will to survive. There is no in between. That's a problem! I've also never had any regard for what is considered fair fighting. Screw that noise. If you touch me, all bets are off the table. I'm not trying to sound like a badass. Sure. I've met plenty of people who could beat the absolute crap out of me. Guess what? I did my best not to screw with them. It's weird how easy that works. Good point. For fuck's sake, I've only got 3 real physical fights under my belt. This is just a cautionary tale to bullies out there. You really never know who you're messing with until you have a few broken ribs and a shattered jaw. Yeah, but you're not trying to sound tough. Just don't screw with people. Is that too much to ask? You know, you're right. It's not too much to ask just to let people be. Don't be a dick. Don't touch them. They did not give you permission. However, come on, man. I'm not trying to sound like a bat. Yeah, you are. Just admit it. Own up to it. It's more fun. Yes, I grew up watching action shows. Yes, they manipulated me into wanting to fight crime for real. Yes, the childhood and upbringing I had hardened me to push myself towards peak performance and physical ability to do what I need to when I need to. No, I do not see myself as a hero. Heroes have a line they will not cross. All right, you're way cooler. For the ones I love and cherish, I'll go into any room and look anyone in the eye and show absolutely zero mercy. Do what's right, or be ready to meet the ones who will go to those ends that result in positive ones for the innocent. Period. So do you like run around town at night and pretend to be a superhero or something? Comment on air guns more powerful than 9mm? An armor test would really be interesting with these air guns. Armor doesn't work. I only make headshots. What does that mean? Armor doesn't work, but you only make headshots? Oh, I see what you're talking about. Armor doesn't work on them because you only make headshots. I get it. No, you don't, though. You don't only make headshots. No one only makes headshots. Dude, not even like the best snipers in Hollywood history only make headshots. So, I don't know, are you 12? What are you doing here? The term cis is an invention of trans activists. It's being used to shut down dissent, to compel adherence to gender ideology. The sooner we leave it behind, the better. Call me cis to my face and see what happens. What are you gonna do, you little bitch? What the hell are you gonna do? You gonna cry at me? Huh? You just gonna start bawling your eyes out at me? Is that what's gonna happen? Look, there's nothing wrong with crying at all. Absolutely not. Don't ever let anybody tell you there is something wrong with it, okay? But in this particular case, when you're denying someone's existence, when you're denying their right to exist the way they know they should exist, I'll make fun of your crying all day long. The hell are you gonna do? The masculine daydream where you stay behind to hold off a pursuing force while your loved ones escape. Oh man, if that's your masculine daydream, do you need to talk? No, really, do you want to talk about anything? Anything at all? Just let me know, because I'm here, man. Because that's kind of weird. It almost seems like you want to die, and that's not a great thing. You know, I'm always here, dude. This is easily one of the most terrifying creatures you can come across in the wild. Not even close. Try hippo, lion, tiger, bear, elephant, many types of snakes, etc. I could probably beat the average chimp in a fight. How would it rip off anything connected to me when I'm significantly stronger than it? Are you actually insane? Do you see that creature? It will rip your face off before you could do anything. You will die, and it will be horrifyingly bad. There are so many people out there that think that they could take just about any fucking animal in a fight. No, you would die very slowly and awfully if you tried to fight that guy. No chance. Absolutely no chance. Didn't Mike Tyson offer a zoo $10,000 to let him fight a gorilla once? I don't know if that story's actually true. It's one of those ones that has an air of believability, but probably is fake. However, if it is real, I'm glad they didn't let him do it because he would have died. Badass killed cockroach. A hard-fought battle. Who do you think won? Don't screw with me. None of y'all who and what I've seen, and I'll screw y'all up. Thanks for showing us your disgusting toilet that you threw a cockroach in. Apparently this man will bounce people into oblivion. Everyone reading this needs to know I'm not afraid to take a stand regardless of consequences. I am blank. I eat lefties for breakfast and spit them out. You can't beat me. No one can beat me. Your sad, pathetic tweets only serve to add to my influence because I am right and you were wrong. Okay? So come for me, losers. That's a little gay, dude. You'll merely bounce off of me into oblivion. You got that shield upgrade, huh? Change is coming to this country, and you won't see it until it consumes you, and you will know who really runs this country. God save the king. Damn, it's always weird when you hear people talking like this, that seem to want the king back. Almost like that goes against the entire idea of this country. I mean, this guy could not be in the US, but I assume that he's from the US. A lot of the times you just have to make that assumption. You really do. And it sucks, and I don't like that. Well, if that a-hole killed my mom, then I would definitely turn my John Wick mode on. And then you would immediately die because he's fake and not real, and no human alive could ever do what John Wick did and not die within like 2 seconds. I would hunt him down till the ends of the earth and wouldn't have killed him immediately. I would have tortured him and make him feel the pain and suffer a fate worse than death. I still wouldn't have killed him even if he begged for mercy to free or kill him. Don't let him live, and don't let him die at the same time. Okay, I don't know what this is about. Everybody would I can't say everybody. Most of us would feel indescribable rage if someone killed our mom, okay? Right? I think a good chunk of us would feel that way. However, holy shit, man, you need to let some of this aggression off. Why don't you go watch Law Abiding Citizen?
Yes, I do have a beautiful daughter. I also have a gun, a shovel, and an alibi. I truly love this mindset. It's one thing to be protective over your child's safety. It's another when you have to gatekeep their relationships with threats of murder because you either have some disturbing sense of ownership over your daughter's virginity, or you're just afraid that she's going to experience the same D-bags that you kind of actually were when you were younger.
Well, I could take every single person there in a fight all at once.
Sir, this is a 3-year-old's birthday.
My sweet summer child.
You don't win with me. You're here because you've got nothing better to do. Unlike me, who is going to make an entire paragraph to prove that I am not like you. Because I'm here because there is nothing I do better. I'm here because there is nothing I do better, people. They thought that was a proud thing to say. Despite all these losing arguments, failed attempts at trying to get under my skin, you still keep coming back. That's how I get you. You sitting here alone, thinking you've won for a very peculiar reason. Meanwhile, I am absolutely loving every minute of it. Now, the only way to win would be to leave. But by leaving, you lose as well. You see, I don't actually care about anything besides seeing how people's minds work and what makes them tick. Everything is an experiment to me, even my own actions. When I'm bored, I leave. When I'm not, I continue to siphon whatever I can. How'd you like that? Did you like it? Please approve for me. You're the only person I've talked to in months. I do creative writing on the side, but I don't really show many people. Except the internet, right? Where you're showing it to thousands of people. Okay, yeah, right, well. Most dudes nowadays wouldn't know what to do with a smoking hottie moving like that. From what I've gathered from this new batch of males is they're soft around the edges and need mama's help just to get to first base. Unlike me, I didn't even have a mom because I don't need one. I had my dad to tell me all about women after my mom left him. He had some very well-constructive thoughts. So what you gonna do when it's go time and she's waiting for you to step up to the mound and deliver your hardest hit? I'm sorry, wait, is there a boxing match? Siri and the latest phone apps can't help you here, Junior. The only button that matters is that love glove with 6,000 nerves attached to it, my friends. Love glove? What? I'm sure he means the vaginae. But let's actually dissect that. Okay, his pro advice to make a woman feel good when you're in the bedroom is to touch her genitalia. Wow, who would have thunk it? All this time I've just been poking her belly button. Will Smith needs to get checked. I dare him to ever lay a finger on me. Most people only idolize these celebs because of the look they supposedly stand for. It's gonna be a bad look for Will Smith when I'm standing over his prostrate form. What? Prostrate form? Really shows how much I understand fighting and stuff when I thought that was prostate. No offense, man, but I doubt you will ever be in a position for Will Smith to lay a hand on you. Shh, don't shut down his dreams, that's mean. I come from lower middle class background in a third world country. So I decide to give it a really pompous British accent. Okay. The problem is that I relate with characters such as Homelander, and I actually have the muscles to break someone's neck with bare hands. I can break ribs by punching the body. Damn, this Queen Elizabeth is jacked. But my mother stuffed my head with morals, values, and righteousness. She is an innocent, naive, God-fearing pacifist who believes all humans are good. A part of me wants to go on a killing spree, but another part wants to stay down because of my mother. I am not bulletproof, so yeah, obviously after killing 3 or 4 people, I might get overpowered by bystanders or get shot dead by a corpse. Seeing others, such as celebs, politicians, or rich men, makes me want to defame them and bring them down because I am not able to enjoy as they are enjoying.
Okay, cool, man.
Validates my ego.
Ring the freaking doorbell once. How about ring the doorbell once? It's ring, so you only press once. Ring the bell once, so I know package was delivered. You're on several cameras anyways, and I do report sloppy deliveries to Amazon. Oh, that Schmidt's getting hit for no less than 20 times, then 2 more. Basically, if they come to the door, I'll maintain eye contact and continue to ring the bell. Actually, I'm not stopping hitting the doorbell until I witness this D-bag physically take the package inside. Want to be passive-aggressively keyboard warrior? Good. Now you're going to get forced to lip off to the Amazon delivery guy with the crooked nose and cauliflowered ears. They don't. They never do. Considering they work for Amazon, I'm gonna give them a pass for snapping so unnecessarily at this person. I mean, that job sucks. I can only imagine how much BS they deal with already. 15-year-old daughter has a friend over, and suddenly my 13-year-old son wants to walk around curling dumbbells. Doesn't stop there either, folks. Suddenly he became a late-night cook and made ramen for everybody. With eggs. What a funny, wholesome moment of a teenager just, trying to impress the ladies. Hope there's no one here to try and ruin it with their own little boaster. So, at 13, I was working every summer, between 2 farmers baling hay 80 hours a week and stronger than most men, lugging and tossing 75-pound bales of hay. Do that to you. I didn't lift until I was 21 and tossed them. Hard work builds strength and morals. I'm just saying. What did this have to do with any of this original tweet? You literally just read the part about dumbbells and felt the need to suddenly brag about yourself. Why? Wow, your mother's dead? That sucks, man. I'd never want to be caught dead last at something, because, I'm a winner, and that's always what I'll achieve to be. 82nd ABN veteran, 3rd Brigade, 1st Battalion, 505th Parachute Infantry Regiment. This guy was too nice to say the least. With today's mentality and lack of morality, things would have been much different on my end, to say the least. You say the least a lot for someone who has a lot to say. And to let that guy go? No. Squealing like a stuck pig or not, that arm would have been broken along with all of his card-playing fingers one by one. Well, you can tell this is a boomer. And then smashed on the concrete underneath my foot so that he'll always remember that day. The day he should have just stayed home playing his video games instead of trying to be this little punk-ayish piece of poo. I can't stand a sorry-ass criminal, let alone one of these piece of poo's lack of everything. Like his lack of self-awareness. And like you've got a lot of that. Got my car on the 23rd of December. Sitting at Texas Roadhouse waiting for our table, and an idiot hit me turning in. I jumped out and jumped his butt. Oh, I hope you lubed up at least. He was mad I was calling the police. Sorry, I'm following protocol and doing things the right way. He said I don't need to cuss so much, and I scared him so bad he peed his pants. The police officer just looked at him like, what the frick? Anyway, he couldn't find his insurance card and has to come back 2 hours away Monday. I told him it's a brand new effing car, and I'll say whatever the F I want to say because he's an effing idiot. He tried blaming the sun. I told him the sun was behind him. It's actually above him, technically. Anyway, I've never made a male so scared they peed before, so there's that. Entire bumper will have to be replaced. I'm like, you hit me and sitting here telling me I can't cuss? Okay, dude. I had 2 really bad scares with people like this. One time, a dude stuck his hand through my slightly ajar window and quick pulled it back when I crushed his hand in it. Had the nerve to pound on my door, and I'd swear he grew wings and flew off my porch once he saw the black of my rifle. So what you're saying is you were gonna shoot an angel? One of God's people? How dare you, sir? This dude randomly texted this to a girl he doesn't even know. Hell yeah, I served prison time for murder on the 1st degree from 17 to 22. I was trialed as an adult. I know about trapping and capping. I got about 100 guns in the room. I got out after 4 years because it was brought back to court and the witness lied, so it was all dismissed. But I got about 14 bodies. I'm not scared of no one or anyone for that reason. I run up and bust a half clip off of anyone. It's just like, how do you not fathom that people don't find the idea that you kill people if they go the wrong way in your mind? Like, that's not attractive. I am armed, so I have no fear. Bro, you literally got the gun because you're afraid of not being protected. That's fear! And when you forget your gun or step out quickly without it, of course the fear comes back. I never leave the house without my gun. Why would I? Only stupid weak people don't protect themselves. Do you mow your lawn armed? How about if you've forgotten something in your car and you run out to get it? Also again, if you weren't someone who was uncomfortable about your safety, maybe, in other words, afraid, you wouldn't be carrying a gun around so much, would you? But it keeps going. Weak, stupid people leave themselves vulnerable. I'm not weak or stupid. I'm afraid. I also have both types of tasers and a kitty stabber on my keychain. I'm always aware of my surroundings. Don't be a victim. Iamverybadass. I actually am. You unfortunately are not.
Oh, he didn't realize. He didn't realize.
I wouldn't have gotten in shovel distance of him to begin with, but okay. I thought I was far enough, but he kept moving around. Thought of just walking to the next stop, but knowing my luck, I'd missed the bus on the way to the stop, lol. Right, yeah. I'm extremely aggressive and weirdos fear me. Oh, okay, I wasn't asking. I would have started cleaning my 22 or picking my nails with my very big knife, then add some random phrase. Guess we all out here today. People used to try me on the bus all the time. Loved it. I'm sure they did. Though they probably weren't really loving it because you were being tough. They were loving it because you like to think you were tough. No excuse for breaking the law. I am a trained sniper, but I don't go around shooting people. The law is the law, and your statement does attempt to justify his crime. Well, now I want to know what the crime was. Come on, where's the context? Fake cops. Let me just do that signature for them. I'm 12 years old. I said his own account on video, moron. I responded to someone adding context about what led up to the shots being fired. Reddit is probably older than you, and you still haven't figured out how contextual threads work. For frick's sake. He doesn't mention getting beat or having broken bones. Keep up, little boy. I didn't get a vasectomy so I could hold your hand. What? Medical professionals approved of the fact that I shouldn't have babies anymore, and I'm proud of that. Also, every single instance of self-defense negates these laws. I'm sure it does, my man. I wonder what it's like to talk big schmidt online, but not have one violent charge on your record. Sounds like domesticated blech to me. Nah, that's not the HEMA instructor's worst nightmare. I'm the HEMA instructor's worst nightmare because I be saying I want to learn them all. If you can't pick up any weapon and use it effectively, are you even a warrior? I've trained with sabers, daggers, longswords, short swords, katanas, odachi, rapier, etc. I want to be able to see a weapon and immediately know how I will use it to defeat an opponent. A skill I imagine they've used a whole one time in their life so far. The only problem is I wouldn't be good for HEMA. HEMA really isn't true sword fighting, it's reenactment fighting. A lot of the styles are built from manuals, but you can't react the way you would react in a real battle. You'd end up maiming, or worse, killing your opponent. I've sparred with my buddies far too often with real sharpened swords, and that reaction is too ingrained into my boudoir.
Try and make me wear a mask and the same thing'll happen. Don't have to do what you tell me. I also don't have to explain my reasoning. I was just ready to die. Man beaten after confronting men for not wearing masks. Dang, a lot of these dudes are super secure with their quote-unquote masculinity. This whole system is rigged. The people have been deceived. If we don't come to arms and fight right now, the United States of America is done. The elites have won. It is a sad day for our republic. Tell us when and where. I could bring at least 30 armed men at any moment. They could each bring many more. We don't lack the will. We lack the leadership and the ability to fight the United States military. Bet you won't come up to me and talk shit because I put my sharp blade right through your f***ing eyes. Okay, but what did I do to you though? Also, don't step up on me, Frodo Baggins. I can tell you a shorty. Kicked out, still too scared to fight. LOL. Damn right. Jeez, rough time in my life. I remember picking fights with bouncers in Wilmington just to see how many it would take to beat me. God, I was stupid and had the grammatical skills of an ass. The answer is 4. It would take 4 to beat me. Why are you an anime character, but the worst written anime character? Andrew, what can I say that the courts already haven't? If you've gotten this far, then you've looked beyond the photo. So welcome, and come on in. Yeah, that photo's real spooky, my dude. What's so cool about communism anyways? Put me v 50 commies and blood won't be the only red thing on the floor. What the f does that mean? What else is gonna be on the floor that's red? That's right, I ate a bunch of red Crayola markers before the fight, and I'm gonna shit myself. This is like my 3rd controller that I've broken in less than a year due to my anger issues. And you know what? I'm perfectly fine with smashing the bottom of my controller against my chair so hard, the batteries don't even stay in anymore. I'm also fine with the fact that the controller won't turn on anymore. I'm A-okay. What's wrong? Nothing. Just love breaking controllers so much. It's so fun. Whatever, Kyle. You don't know what lurks in the dark. Go and search. He makes a pretty decent NPC. Are you sending me on a quest? What's the reward here? Bro, I'm 11 and can deadlift 230 pounds, but everyone wants to fight me. Maybe that's because you're 11, you're 3'2", and you're stupid. Death walks among us, but I'm not scared of death. He is scared of me. I remember when I used to talk like this while playing RuneScape. Jesus Christ, dude, cool. But still, wow. I have a dark side too. Don't mess with me or you're next. No one cares. Do you know how many people died while hanging out with me? So don't act cool or I'll find your home address. Does it look like I give a f***? Oh, this is the type of cringe that only gives me more power. Give me more. Excuse me, I'm getting a little caught up in this. I once hit a wall like 8 times, bare-knuckled, breaking my hand in 6 different parts. Didn't feel a thing until I went to the hospital and they moved the bones back into place. Bet that wall didn't mess with you again. And this, kids, is why you learn to control your emotions and how not to punch walls that'll break your hands. Well, you're real dumb for doing that. Apparently, most people have had dreams where they're falling. I've never had this dream in my life, but it sounds really fun. Like a free, no-risk skydiving trip. Why do people describe it as a nightmare? Sounds like a blast. Then again, I rarely have dreams at all. My sleep is mostly dreamless. A black abyss. Explains a lot, I guess. Dreaming in general is undignified and unmanly. Real men never stoop to indulging in such fantasies. Fellas, is it gay to think while you're asleep? Fascism. Right. Okay then. Good luck out there in the real world. Whenever you actually go there. I bet it's not often. I'm nearly 2 meters tall and weigh 73 kilos. I kicked the shit out of 2 bouncers. There were easily 1.9 meters and over 100 kilos in the street. There are no reels, dirty, fast fighting, everything is allowed, hits to the groin, to the throat. I don't care even if they could. They who wants to fight on the street must be ready to die. That was an utter roller coaster. Very hard to read. I want to stress that. Very difficult. The guy everyone tried to mess with to try and prove how much of a badass they were, all of them failed. And the guy who pissed off all the senior football players in 2010. LOL. Yeah, I'm homophobic. The heck you gonna do about it? I'm gonna kiss you. I'm gonna give you a kiss right on your pretty face. But I'll only kiss you with your consent. And I've got a sneaky suspicion that you're actually a little bit more into it than you're leading me to believe. Screw with the one I love, my family, my friends, and I am going to you. Okay, let's slow down. Maybe pizza first? Hello there, red, white, and beautiful. Are you tired of weak beta males that drink soy lattes? Soy is for pussies, and I'm here to grab yours. I like my women like I like my coffee, hot and ready in the morning. Every time I get an erection, a bald eagle cries out in American pride and the flag flies a little harder. I don't negotiate with terrorists or toddlers. I'm a free American, and I want to know if you're free tonight. If that doesn't get him at least one date, I'll be pissed. Dropped out at 17, started learning to fabricate natural stone. Commercial fisherman and tugboat captain now. Got in a motorcycle wreck in 05, took out my spleen and stent in my renal artery for a year after pissing blood and still working. Got an infection in March of this year. Amputated all my toes and most of my fingers. Started back at work this past August. No pain meds at all. Just willpower and not being a vagina always helps when you want to work. Trades are where it's at. I don't know why I keep slipping into some kind of crappy pseudo-southern accent with these, but they all fit the bill. About me. I'm a jackass. Get used to it, because if you start first or trigger my anger issues or any of my disorders, either I come for you or I get worse people to come for you. Yeah, that's right, come for me. Yeah, that's right. I believe they're called razors. I care about my knife so much, everyone is scared of me, even when I don't have it. So think I'm gonna be a murderer someday. Do I need therapy again? Lol, random. It's good to see that some of that has survived the MySpace age. Well, I can't very well legally go out in public and kill liberal twats at will like I can on a video game, can I, Jack? There's nothing quite as satisfying than hearing a whiny little liberal cuck crying because I shot him in the face over and over again. But I'll gladly give it all up for legalized murder of liberals and their squads of pansy-ass followers. Well, oh, good lord, there is really no good place to start with this one, alright? We're just gonna say Parlor and move on, you know? It's kind of cheating on this sub. I own a 9mm. It's loaded with hollow point bullets. I know MMA. When I'm out with it, damn near nothing scares me. That's real. Are you real? Best way to take away all these people's ammo is just to get a little bit, gay with them. You know what I mean? That really freaks them out. Oh, what, you gonna shoot me? I'ma kiss you. Starbucks refused to serve me with my face covering. Apparently mesh masks are against their policy. I asked to see their written guidelines and they couldn't provide them for me. I walked out and ripped their sign off the door on my way. You know, that's not the first time I've seen a Karen demand written rules. Like, bitch, we don't need to give you anything. This is a business. Today, a 100-pound, 5'4" teenager called me an asshole for not wearing the muzzle. I'm 6'3" and weigh 260 pounds. Yeah, that's right. I'm going back into a bad southern accent. I know it's terrible. I apologize. I've never worn the muzzle. Not even once. And this was my first time ever getting harassed. No one had ever said anything to me before. So this little 16-year-old looking boy whose entire body girth was smaller than my arm comes to me inside the store and said, "You're being a real asshole not wearing a mask." I chuckled and said, "Why are you being so rude and hostile?" He says, "Because you're gonna kill a lot of people." I smiled and said, "That's very sad, but remember, not everyone's gonna be as patient and as cool as I am, and you get the wrong guy, you might get hurt." He walked off real fast. I'm still smiling about the whole encounter as I think about it, but one thing's for sure, that kid was brave for talking to me like that. It's sad that it was the wrong kind of bravery. He's still scared of the common cold. Right, that's what it is. He was going real hard trying to sell the fact that this was a teenager. It's probably just his mommy yelling at him. For all who know me, would you feel comfortable approaching me as a complete stranger and blaming me for your daughter being sick? I like to think I'm a nice guy, but I can also be your worst nightmare. Hashtag food for thought. Yeah, that food don't have much nutritional value. If you could be born any time in history, when would it be? Explain. For me, 1900. Fight in World War I. Roaring 20s. Great Depression. Fight in World War II. Then experience the 50s and the 60s. In my 50s and 60s. Enjoy my twilight years with the modern conveniences of the 70s and die in the 80s before all this internet bull begins. Close second place would be 49 BCE. Campaign with Caesar and the Gallic Wars. This isn't KC nice, Dad. Nah, my brother isn't like that. He would backhand a girl. I would punch a girl. Bruh, you might be 17, but I can flip your ass. I can ruin your life instantly, man. You don't believe me? I dare you to try me. I hear the certification to become a keyboard warrior is getting easier and easier. Is this supposed to be emotional? If so, then I'm afraid my tears and emotions have been dried out because I've watched so many sad anime. days. Yeah, but I'll drop her as I have no care for life. Calm down there, Satan. I'll make Satan look like a child when I'm done. Oh, there's the badass. You found him. No one. 45-year-old out-of-shape dudes. In a world of sheep, I am the wolf. I am the wolf. Around and find out. You know, man, you look just like the one pictured. Everyone talks big behind a screen. Yeah, he just doesn't get it, does he? I am an asshole. I love freedom, drink beer, I love my nurse wife. I protect my family, I eat meat, and I own guns. If you don't like it, move. I mean, I'm fine with moving. You want to help me with moving costs? I'll go really anywhere, man. Oh no. It's Jake Paul. You know what? Since you dumb enough to run for president, you dumb enough to get knocked out. Where the hell you at? About to knock your little wig the f*** off, Donald Trump. Little bitch. Let's do the PPV. Where the f*** you at? Yo, Joe Biden, put the f*** gloves on. Why you being a bitch? When I'm trolling, I really gotta hit save draft. What? I think we're all waiting for Jake's trip to Japan. Doug Ford says nobody's being forced to take a vaccine, but encourages as many people as possible to take it. What? He thought I was going out without a fight? I'll smoke anyone forcing me to take a vaccine. Okay. Hey, the more y'all that refuse to take them, the faster the rest of us can get vaccinated, and that's fine with us, honestly. Just don't come crying to me if you end up choking on a ventilator tube. Don't move, there's a rattlesnake! LMAO, it's just a snake. I skinny dipped in a lake swarming with copperheads a couple times. Have you ever noticed that the people that talk like this are the same dudes that stay in your hometown their entire lives, but their entire life ends at like the age of 42? First thing I'm going to do is stab the person administering the shot right in the neck with a frickin' ballpoint pen, and subsequently stab anyone else in the neck who attempts to forcibly inject me with anything. Do you think a nurse is just gonna run up behind you? She's hiding in a bush, she's got the vaccine ready, and they're just gonna administer it like that on people? You know, like jump on their backs? You're kidding, right? These people absolutely need to be heroes somehow, and they picked the worst possible thing to think they're heroes about. It's a very embarrassing hill to die on. We call that hill Big Dumb Stupid Idiot Moron Poo Poo Head Hill. I have anger issues and I'm serious. Stay away. All right, no need to tell me twice, you freak. Kicked out of store number 1. Lol. What? Wouldn't wear a mask, LOL, so we had to leave. They don't kick me out of stores. I bow up, ready to fight for my freedoms. The sheep back down real quick, he says as he's crying being escorted from the store by an overweight manager. How much you want to bet this that same dude that went viral recently for just laying on the ground at Costco? I'm gonna sit right here until I get what I want. I'm having 11 people over for Thanksgiving. Come arrest me yourself. Okay, him. Don't drink until 21. Me, 13-year-old drinking a can of Monster and vodka. Ugh. How in the world did you make something scarier than Four Loko? Be a frickin' wolf. Be a frickin' lion. Take no Set goals. Smash them. Eat people's faces off. Be a better person. Okay, right. Show people who the hell you are. Never apologize for being awesome. Stay the mother frickin' course. One of these things is not like the other. My home is protected by many items that sling hot lead. Water and power are essential. Therefore, I would consider this a threat to myself and my family and react accordingly. Los Angeles to shut off water and power to homes hosting large parties or gatherings. You deserve it. Yeah, that's theft. I paid for utilities. I'm gonna have utilities even if I have to hook them up myself. Okay, good luck with that, I suppose. Also, utilities are not a prepaid service. They're metered. You don't know what that means, whatever. Give me 1 week and I'll bring that bridge down. Okay, why though? What, did someone challenge you to do it? Are you just bored? This is so wholesome. You know what isn't wholesome? Pain. And you're gonna be in a lot of it soon, pal. Name checks out, I guess? LMAO, this is after like kind of fun. I can't stop laughing either.